Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home.
Hi friends, and welcome back to Storybook Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable fluffy newborn crochet slippers. They're soft, cozy, and perfect for tiny little toes. This is a great project for baby gifts, baby showers, or just a sweet little make for your own newest arrival. So let's grab our yarn and hook and let's get started. So for materials today, you are going to want to get a size 5 bulky yarn, and I found this soft pink yarn at Michael's. So you'll want to grab whatever color of yarn that you're needing, and then you're going to need a 5.5 millimeter US crochet hook, and then you'll want some scissors and a yarn needle. A quick note before we begin, today I'll be teaching this pattern using a worsted weight yarn because it makes the stitches easier to see on camera. For the correct sizing, especially for newborn feet, you'll want to follow the pattern and use the bulky weight yarn only. So keep that in mind as you crochet along. Okay, so to get started with our baby booties, we're going to start by making a slip knot. Once you have that ready, we're going to make a chain of 6. Once we have our chain of 6 made, we're going to start working in the second chain from our hook. So we're going to skip this first one, and we're going to make a half double crochet in the second chain. So to make your half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that second chain, grab your yarn and pull that through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that makes 1 half double crochet. Next, we are going to make 3 more half double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 chains. Okay, so we've now made 4 half double crochets. So now we have 1 chain left, and in this last chain here, we're going to put 6 half double crochets all in that same chain. So you're just going to go into that chain each time until you have 6 total half double crochets. So now you can see after we've made this 6, our piece is upside down, so the bottom of our chains from our original chain are facing up, and that is how you want it. So this is called working on the opposite side of the chain. So next we're going to make 3 half double crochets across the bottom of that chain. And you can work over your tail, so when you go ahead and insert your hook into the next stitch, make sure that tail's over your hook, and you can weave that in as you go. So make 3 more half double crochets. Alright, and our last stitch here, our last chain, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in that last chain. And to finish off round number 1, we are going to slip stitch to the very first half double crochet that we made. And then we're going to chain 1. And that finishes off round number 1 for us. If you crocheted over that tail, you can go ahead and snip that off here just to get that out of your way. If you didn't, I would go ahead and take my yarn needle and go ahead and weave that through. That way you can go ahead and snip that off. Moving on to round number 2, our chain 1 here at the beginning does not count as a stitch. So in the same stitch as our chain, we are going to put 2 half double crochets. Once you have those 2 made, we're going to make 3 half double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, so we have our 3 half double crochets. So our next step, we are going to put 2 half double crochets in each of the next 6 stitches. So that will be 12 total half double crochets for the toe part of our booty here. So you're going to put 2 half double crochets in each of the next 6 stitches. All right, so we are now working on the other side of our booty here. Now we're going to make 3 half double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. And we are going to end round 2 by making 2 half double crochets in the last 2 stitches. So at this point, you should have a total of 24 stitches for the sole part of our baby booty here. So to finish off round 2, you're going to slip stitch to that first half double crochet that we made, and then chain 1. For round 3, we will be moving on to the midsection of our booty here. So again, this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. For round 3, all we're going to do is single crochet around for the whole round. So 1 single crochet in each stitch. So your first one will go in that same stitch as your chain. So you'll make your single crochet and then just put 1 single crochet in every single stitch around. So again, for this round, you will have a total of 24 single crochets. All right, so again, go ahead and slip stitch to that first stitch there of the round and chain 1. Moving on to round number 4, we're going to start by making 1 single crochet in the same stitch as our chain. And then we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Once you have your single crochets made, we are going to go ahead and do a half double crochet together. And this is a decrease. So you would also hear this as a half double crochet decrease. It's all the same stitch. So you're going to yarn over and then insert your hook into the next stitch, pull your yarn through, you're going to yarn over again and put your hook in the next stitch, pull your yarn through. You'll have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. So we made 2 half double crochets together into 1 stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to do 1 half double crochet. So now that we have our half double crochet decrease and 1 half double crochet, we're going to repeat that 3 more times. So you'll go ahead and make your next half double crochet decrease. And then 1 half double crochet. So at this point, you're going to repeat that 2 more times. And that is what the toes should be looking like at this point with making those decreases. We're now going to make 7 single crochets. Once you get your 7th one done, go ahead and slip stitch to the first stitch of that round and chain 1. So that's what it should look like so far after round number 4 is complete, and you should have a total of 20 stitches. We are going to start round number 5 by making 1 single crochet in the same stitch as our chain. And then we're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So that will be 5 total single crochets. Our next step, we're going to do a decrease, and this will just be a single crochet decrease. So you're just going to insert your hook into the next stitch, pull your loop through, insert into the next stitch, and pull your loop through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. After that, we're going to make 2 half double crochet decreases, so the same stitch that you did in the last round. After your 2 half double crochet decreases, we're going to do 1 more single crochet decrease. And then to finish off round number 5, we're going to make 7 single crochets. And then you'll slip stitch to the first stitch of the round and chain 1. So after round number 5, you should have a total of 16 stitches. For round 6, this will be our last decrease round. We're going to start by making 2 single crochets in the same stitch as our chain. So we're making an increase in that stitch. After your increase, you're going to make 4 single crochets. Next, we're going to make 2 double crochet decreases. So I'll show you how to make those. So you're going to start like a half double crochet decrease. Go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook, and pull your loop through. This time, you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, and pull through the first 2 loops. After that, you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that was a double crochet decrease. So I'll show you that again one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 3. After your double crochet decrease, we're going to now single crochet in the next 6 stitches. After your 6 left, you're going to have 1 stitch left, and we're going to increase in that last stitch, so you're going to put 2 single crochets in that last stitch. And then finish that off with a slip stitch and a chain 1. So for round number 6, you're again going to have a total of 16 single crochets, and the main part of our booty is done, and now we can move on to the upper section. So moving on, for rounds 7 through 12, they're all going to be exactly the same. You're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So again, that's rounds 7 through 12. Don't forget at the end to make your slip stitch to join and chain 1. So go ahead and work through round 12, and then we'll meet back and I'll show you how to weave in your ends to finish off your little booty here. Alright, so this is what your baby booty should look like so far, and I'll show you with the fluffy yarn. This is what it should look like. And this is a good way to show like the difference in just changing your hook size and your yarn weight on same pattern, same exact stitches, but the size difference does make a huge difference. All right, so I'm going to show you real quick how to do a seamless join to finish this off. So you're just going to pull your loop up a little bit there, and you don't need to cut a long tail for this, as we're just going to weave it in. Once you have that done, you're just going to pull that loop out of that stitch. Then you'll grab your yarn needle, and then we're going to go into the first stitch of that round and go under both loops and pull your yarn through. And then we're going to go back into the last stitch, but we're going to just go under that back loop only. So instead of going under both, you'll just stick it in between and go under that back loop, and then pull that through. And you can see when we do that, it looks like another stitch there. And then all you're going to do is just go on the inside and make sure you weave that in really well. I'd go back and forth a few times to make sure that's good and secure, and then you can just cut that tail off. And then the last step is just to go ahead and fold that upper section down so you have a nice little cuff. And there, our first little baby booty or slipper is finished. And here we'll do that with the fluffy yarn, so you can see what that's supposed to look like. So go ahead and go back to the beginning and rewatch that to make your second little baby slipper. And that's it for today's fluffy newborn slippers. I hope you loved making these as much as I did. They're such a quick and cozy pattern and always a favorite. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more storybook inspired crochet, and please check out my Etsy shop for more fun patterns. I will have that linked down below. Thank you so much for crocheting with me, and I'll see you in the next video.
Won't you take me home? Give me wings to fly. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run